But there's a problem when we decide, based on our human perception, feeling, ideas about how God should be presented, that we want to rough off these hard edges of God's character, things like God's justice and wrath, and instead only focus on the warm, fuzzy parts of God that make us feel good. Let me ask you a simple question. Do you like thinking about the wrath of God? I don't think anyone should particularly enjoy thinking about God's wrath, right? When we read from the Old Testament to the New, from Genesis to Revelation, and we read of God's promises of judgment against those who rebel against Him, and even the stories of that unfolding, it does not give us a particular warm, fuzzy feeling or good feeling in our heart. And yet, I think the problem is this. Because of that, we've avoided conversations about God's wrath. We've avoided conversations about God's justice. We have left it aside to think about the things that feel better. And I think some of us are guilty, at least sometimes, of thinking that, or perhaps feeling that, we are kinder than God. We are more merciful than God. We are more compassionate than God. Now, I see your faces and you're going, no, we don't think that. I'm telling you, I believe we do. I believe sometimes we see God's justice against sin and we go, they're such a nice person though, right? Why do they have to, they're a good person. We even think about, well, you know, why is it that good people who try to help others and do nice things, why is it that if they don't believe in Jesus, they face the wrath of God? After all, weren't they good neighbors, good co-workers, good parents, good spouses? Didn't they try to do what was right? And we look at the Bible and it tells us that the standard is not good enough. The standard is perfect. The standard is holy. The standard is righteous. And anyone who runs afoul of God's law in the least degree is entirely guilty and entirely unholy, and they are living their life under and awaiting the wrath of God to be revealed against them.